The Lord be with you.
With your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on your right cheek, turn the other one to him as well. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, hand them your cloak as well. Should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, go with him for 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn your back on the one who wants to borrow." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Well, this morning we come upon an ancient law which you've heard about before, the law of lex talionis. We would today describe it as a tit-for-tat relationship. In other words, you beat me up, I beat you up. You steal my sheep, I steal your sheep. You destroy my farm, I destroy your farm. So there was a certain equality about that law. In fact, it was a merciful law because you couldn't do more than your person had done to you. So it was a merciful law. But the only one that could approve this action was a judge. You just couldn't go and do it on your own. You had to have the approval of a judge. And in reality, it was never practiced. It was never practiced because there was another law that said you must treat your neighbor as yourself. That's not a new law. That's found in the Old Testament. And so we see the standard this morning that God raises, Jesus raises when he says if one hits you on the cheek, you turn the other cheek. If you're like me, you know how difficult that is. Very difficult to respond in that matter. But that's the standard the Lord has laid down for us. And of course, there is a responsibility to do that, no matter how difficult it is. Somebody abuses us or complains about us, our first reaction is to react negatively and to complain about them. But Jesus says, no, you have to be positive. You have to treat that person as a son and child of God. And for example, yesterday we had the feast of the body and blood of the Lord. And I was thinking about that, and I realized that when we receive the body of the Lord, that we carry the body of the Lord just like Mary carried the body of the Lord for 9 months. And so we are supposed to carry the body of the Lord to wherever we go, in our families, our communities, our parish, our places of work, wherever, we are carrying the body of the Lord. And furthermore, because of that, we should realize that that other person is also carrying the body of the Lord. As you walk out of here this morning, you are Christ bearers. You carry the body of the Lord. And as a result, you respect the body of the Lord in every other person.